I'm Jake,
And I'm Gerardo.
and we're on.
0 Point Podcasts.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, hey, hey. Alrighty, here we are. Good to see you.
Hello, everyone. Good to see you again.
All right, the much anticipated dun dun dun. We have we have the start. The
Again.
questions are
Hmm.
coming from Gerardo.
Oh, is it that day today? All right. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Well, there has been a topic that I felt like I want to discuss. And this topic this has all to do with like a statement. And the statement is actually like the world is what you believe, or your world vision is what you believe.
Hmm.
And then a kind of direction that I want to take in there is like um, deconditioning from beliefs. So, first of all, I feel like I want to ask like what comes up for you when I say like the world is what you believe?
Uh, Love comes up for me because
Hmm.
I love this because there's so many different layers and levels and like which magnifying glass or which vision, which I can't come up with the right word right now, but which lens, there it is. Which lens do we want to look through? Which lens do we want to see? And
Hmm.
I get to see through so many different people's lenses throughout my days, and it's really fun. It's really fun
Hmm.
to like get to see different people's lenses and not make it right or wrong or not try to change and not judge and just be with it and watch. It's really fun.
Yeah, true. True. So, yeah, for me the thank you for sharing. And for me it is as well the I what I feel like is well, seems like you believe that the world is a very loving place then.
Hmm.
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 Uh-huh. Well, I've been in a time before where I really couldn't see this, right? Where my belief was completely different from the world. And actually from, what I even could believe about humanity, about yeah, situations, about locations. And what I from what you're saying is indeed is like it's so amazing to look at the world through different lenses. So
Hmm.
you're so to what I hear, what I feel like I'm hearing is from you that you're looking at the world from through people's beliefs without you believing anything. And here's the deconditioning part, I feel like, right? Because it's really a big thing, I believe, in the world that we as humans, once we believe something very strongly, that is our truth, and uh, and it solidifies in the outer reality, and we cannot see it differently until we question our own beliefs, right? And start deconditioning from what we believe is, and that it always is like this. Hmm.
Yeah, I've been there
Mm.
and it's like once I was so set and like everything's this way and it has to be this way. I'm like, I don't
Mm.
want to talk to this person unless they're this way. Or like if they don't see the way I see, well then why are we hanging out? Like so
Hmm.
I've been through all of this and I had to really like come to a place of like everybody can just do whatever they want and I'll do the same and It might change from hour to hour, minute for minute, day to day
Mm,
of how I see the world or which lens I'm looking through. As long as
mm,
I'm having a good time and I'm not judging people and
mm-hmm.
I'm just enjoying all the feelings and all the emotions and really letting them flow through me without trying to block them, then it's good. It's fun.
Yeah, that's a good point you're making there, like letting the feelings flow through you. Yeah, and instead of believing something about these feelings, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a big one for me as well because every situation, every moment brings its own kind of feelings with it, and then um, and it's so well, it's so subtle sometimes, you see somebody like doing something, and all of a sudden you made up a whole story on how that person is, and I actually have no clue who it is, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Been there.
Right? Yeah, yeah. Or you're walking along the street and and somebody passes you by, you can already say like, I don't like that person. Like based on what? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because you believe like somebody with a head like that, or somebody that walks by with his chin up, is somebody that is too egotistic or something like that. And it's the whole story in your head, and you don't like that person all of a sudden. Well, if you're walking over the street and you let go of every judgment, it's like it's just another human being passing you by, like any other human being that passes you by the street. And it's so, yeah, it's really an interesting process to decondition from all of these stories, all of these beliefs in our own heads, I believe. Um,
Oh, they're
yeah.
big, man. They're so
Hmm.
big. And
Hmm.
being like growing up or
Hmm.
being a human and coming to like where we are now or where
Hmm.
anybody is in their life, so many life events led up to this point, which has helped us to be conditioned by like, oh man, I should really watch the news, or man, I really
Hmm.
gotta dust every week, you know, or
Yeah.
I need to wear pants when I go outside, you know. It's like that
Yeah.
one's pretty important depending on where we are, but like, you know what? We all get to
Yeah.
decide.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah. Oh, I feel like also want to throw some out there. Like, I need to be a vegan to be healthy. We need to all clean the world before the world is a better place. These kind of beliefs, man, I feel like these are floating around as well. That from my perspective, and to be honest, there has been the time where I looked at the world like this, and we all need to do this. Why is nobody doing this? And these things are like so disruptive to just your own life,
Uh-huh.
because you're kind of in this pattern, in this stuck way of living. And it doesn't mean like what I'm saying right now, it doesn't mean that this way you may not be this way. But it really got to be from your being, right? It got to be from, I feel this in my being. Like, hey, you know what? I really just like to eat vegetables, and I feel like it makes me healthy. I'm doing better for the world. Yes, I feel very good being a vegan, no matter what anyone else is doing. Like, it feels good to me.
Hmm.
Um, And this is a thing for me that is really a nuance there. Um, because once you are a vegan to prove a point to your outside world, you're kind of not you're not doing it for yourself, right? And this is also why I feel like, yeah, beliefs are so strong. And then you have to become aware of this and decondition yourself again, right?
Yeah.
Decondition,
Hmm.
okay, whoa, maybe you heard me talking right now about, and you might be a vegan, and all of a sudden you might maybe realize that you are a vegan to prove a point to your outside world. Okay, what am I going to do with this now? Well, first of all, feel again. Feel in your body. Like does this resonate, you being a vegan? Feel it in your body the way I said it. Did this trigger you? Well, if this triggers you, that means that you're trying to prove a point to me that being vegan is good. I don't care if you're a vegan or not, right? So this thing is really something big, and this is also like deconditioning for me is noticing whenever I'm triggered about something in the outside world. And this can be very small or this can be a very, very big topic. But every time I'm triggered about something, it means that I'm kind of have a belief about that situation that I have to look deeper into myself, like what is true for me here and why am I really triggered? Is is it really because, like most of the time, actually a lot of times, it is because I have to, actually get better at something. Or I have to let go of something I'm fighting against in the outside world. So I have to get better with something as well to make a point. It's something that it is a resonance. And the other thing, what also can happen is like, okay, maybe I should let go of this aspect in life, which means like, yes, if I'm always fighting about it, if I try to make a point here, if I get triggered, if I get angry about somebody making an opinion about that, um, then it's also maybe good to look at it like, is this situation still for me, or is this guy, do I still want to, be connected to a situation like this? If not, then maybe you can kindly and gently just, back away from it, move away from it for yourself and put energy into things that, makes your body relax, makes you feel good, makes you feel joy in the moment. Um, and yeah, that's why I feel like deconditioning and beliefs are so important and so fun to play with, though. I really start loving to play with beliefs and triggers from my side, and also when sometimes when people come to me and they come to me with a conviction into something. Oh, I just love to be the devil's advocate, I just take this, I just take the standpoint of the other side and see what happens. And then yeah, it's really interesting then what can come up. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like so many different times in my life this has come up when I like really get into something, like,
Mhm.
really get into like, oh, when I eat this way, my body feels really good. So everybody needs to eat this way so their
Right.
body feels good. And then it's like, wait a
Hmm.
second, like, that's why there's different things for different people and people enjoy
Hmm.
different things because like just because one person likes to water ski doesn't mean everybody likes to water ski, or just because one person likes to go swimming, everybody doesn't like to go swimming. It's
Yeah.
like, and it's so easy. Like, I'm like, oh, well, they're stretching. Everybody should stretch. And if you
Hmm.
don't stretch, I mean, it's like, it's so easy. It's so easy to get into these, like, well, if it's good for me, it's good for everybody. And why isn't everybody doing it? And I'm trying to help advocate everybody feeling better about themselves. And then
Yeah.
that always comes back to like, well, I came to one point in my life where I was getting so upset that people weren't being happy around me. And like, I was like getting really upset with everybody not being happy. And then I was like, I took a look at myself in the mirror and I was like, wait, I'm the one not being happy. I'm like, why isn't everybody being happy? You need to be happy. like,
Oh,
like, yo,
so
man,
much.
take
Yeah.
a step back. Like, dude, you're just like out there. You're causing all the drama. Like, you're the
Hmm.
one doing it, man. Like, just take a step back and just be enjoy, have fun. It doesn't matter who else is doing what, as long as I'm enjoying what I'm doing is the best thing that I can do for everybody.
Hmm.
And not try
Yeah.
to put it on anybody. It's like I'm just gonna do what's best for me, and you all do what's best for you. And if it's too intense for me, then we might not hang out that much, and that's okay. But like,
Yeah.
I'll just continue to do what feels best for me, and you do what feels best for you.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing, brother. Yeah, that
Hmm.
is how it goes from my perspective as well. Yeah, it was really interesting. Today, I went for ice cream with a friend of mine. Just a side note, like this was a waffle as big as a A4 paper in A4 format. A waffle, two big bowls of ice on it. And we took strawberries, chocolate sauce, chocolate chips, like just whipped cream, man. I I really indulged this sugary thing today, man. But the funny thing was there, so we were done, we were still talking, and there was this guy, and he started talking to us, and he began like, yeah, I'm already 53, man. And then he started like, yeah, but you know what, man? Whew, f- from 50, man, everything goes downhill. And when you're 50, all of a sudden, man, you get like tired, your looks are going, like for me, wow, after 50, man, it was and he was like expressing this and then and he says like, yeah, and before 50, I was doing life, not thinking about anything. And then after 50, all of a sudden, thoughts come up, doubts come up. You take a look at life, you're gonna look at death, and and he was doing all it. And then I gave him like this I saw this guy then, and while he was saying this, and the only reaction I had like was, well, I I hope not, because I feel like what you're explaining, I experienced this at 30. So and he's like, okay, so yeah, well, okay, so what so he's then like, yeah, but like really, because at 50 now, like, it became stressful, all these thoughts and everything that is happening to my body, and I got stressed, and yeah, now I'm taking these natural pills to get me down from stress, like to get my stress levels down. Um, but yeah, it feels like all of a sudden I'm kind of bound to these pills because if I don't take them, you know, I, the stress came up again. And it was really amazing that and then and he's like, so yeah, what, or do you guys believe that there's a that we can still change this after 50? And and then my friend said like, yeah, there are these things like yoga, meditation, what we were into, and he's like, does this really work? He did, and then it was so amazing because he like asked like, okay, so how would you guys like get like how would you heal, or something in that way? And I loved it, man. I could really start off going on belief. That's also why I felt that topic coming up today as well.
Hmm.
Like, I could really go into like, yeah, man, from my perspective, when I was 30, I really believed the world and myself were in a bad, no, actually, I believed the world was in a bad shape. Um, Not even recognizing my own body and my own mindset was in a bad shape. And from my perspective, everything gets better again once you look at your beliefs, dare to feel what you need to feel, dare to express what you need to express, figure out ways to bring up these sensations that you need to feel, and figure out ways so you can express them in a healthy way. And by doing that, you actually relieve your body of energy stored in your body from years and years and years of believing something, holding that tension of that belief. And it could be cultural, it could be generational, it could be from your friends, from your family, it could be a belief that you created by yourself about the world. And actually, you can come out come out of there that you have been believing a thing that actually is completely not true, but it has been building up so much tension in your body that like there is a bucket that is full, And whenever a little bit of that tension drops in, the bucket bloop, overflows and you cannot be yourself. Ailments come up, uh, intense expressions that you rather would not express in that kind of way to people come up. You might do things that you regret later, but you just did it because in that moment it is an energy release because it's the energy that flows over the bucket um, of that particular team. But once you start, this is what I believe right now in the most general way. For now is that really dropping back into body whenever a trigger comes up, whenever an emotion comes up, whenever there's a situation that is uncomfortable, it has to be first felt in the body from my perspective. This is what I believe. It has to be felt in the body, and if it needs to be expressed, just I then express it. Even just for yourself in a room with nobody there, you can take a pillow and shout. You can start crying, and it's even more effective whenever you're in a room with a lot of people and you dare to just show your emotion, to show your tears, show that you're crying if you feel like crying in that moment in front of everyone, not feeling shamed, not feeling scared of the reactions, just, this is me, my purity. And that changes so much in your belief system as well that whatever you hold in can be seen. And if that place is not ready to see what you are expressing, it is a very, very big cue that that is a place where your being rather would not want to be anymore in life. And then, gradually step back, gently step back for yourself and find another way in maybe finding the same kind of team where you're in. Maybe you like the team, but the environment is incorrect. So you just take yourself out of the environment and look for the same team and direction, but then in another environment. And maybe the next environment is really resonating with you and you can be your free expression and your free belief, what you believe with the highest, from my perspective, with in the highest form of love. If that can be expressed, you're gonna feel your body melting and relaxing, you know? When you can express yourself in your highest form of love, in your highest form of belief, that is the highest form of love towards yourself and towards everyone around yourself, where there's no fight, where there is no stress, where there is no judgment or less judgment, Um, because well, we have a mind. Our mind perceives everything and it kind of judges someone. But I'm now, because there is a nuance that I want to give here. We are constantly judging what we're seeing, but I feel like the English word, it might be convict convicting conviction, right? When you judge something, does this already solid like in court, a judge when when they judge, it's not solid, right?
Yeah, they are the judge. They're judging
Yeah,
you and
yeah,
everyone.
but what is it when they it's their is that
The
the
gavel,
conviction? No,
boom.
yeah, when they set their judgment, when they
Oh,
said it.
they
Uh,
made a
uh,
decision.
yeah, so they made their decision, but is there a word for it? They're convicting you?
Yeah, it's
But
lame. That's what it is.
but yeah. No, it's just I'm looking for the right words here because there is a nuance, where there is a nuance or well you can have yeah, we constantly have an opinion on what we're seeing. We have a
Hmm.
brain. You see something, it is green, right? And you judge it as green. But maybe somebody else in the other side of the world has learned that that color is blue. and he says blue to green, right?
Yeah,
So,
I mean that's real. My dad's colorblind, so like
mm,
his like red is it's like red is brown or something, and brown is red, and so it was
uh-huh.
always challenging. I'd be like, "Look at that green thing." Be like, "What are you talking about?" And it's
Mm.
like, so that
Yeah,
is a real thing.
it is. It is like it's like when it is set, when a belief is set in someone. So,
Hmm.
and I don't feel like the English word like judging is solid, is solidifying it yet. So I'm judging something, but when I really solidify it, it is a conviction. I'm convinced, right? It is I'm just looking for the right words here. We're sidetracking a lot. Because from my perspective, this is also a thing. Like you can judge, but if you're just aware that you're judging something and not make not being but you're still, let go of the conviction that it is like this.
Hmm.
That's very important as well. Um, from my perspective, I don't know. Yeah, we sidetrack too much, and damn language barrier.
Just speak it in Dutch, it'll be fine.
Oh yeah,
Pull
yeah,
up,
yeah,
pull out your
yeah.
translator, folks. All right, hit it
All
up.
right, here it comes. But still, now speaking in Dutch doesn't make me recollect where I was going. So,
Well, we have the judge and we have the conviction, and once you judge
yeah.
somebody and then you've got the conviction that this is the way that they're supposed to be, or the way that you
Hmm.
see it. I don't know. It's just like I feel like the whole judging thing and like
Hmm.
making people right or wrong, like everything just is. And whenever
Yeah.
we start judging anything, like it's an automatic failure in my book.
Mm.
Whenever I start pointing a finger at somebody, being like, that person, I am like, oh, I got the three fingers at me. I'm like,
True.
oh, well, what do I need to look at myself about? Like, what can I change with myself? It's like, oh, well, I don't like that that person walks all the time. I'm like,
Mm.
oh, well, maybe I should walk more,
Mm.
or maybe I should do something a little. Or am I okay with how much I walk? Yeah, I'm okay with how much I walk. Why was I judging that person? Okay, whatever. Like, let's just move on and enjoy what we're doing.
Right. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's how it is. That's how it is from my perspective as well. These beliefs about someone like judging. I feel like kind of recognizing and judging. Like you can recognize what is happening, recognizing, observing, and and but then, once you judge an observation and it cannot be changed in your mind, well, you solidify it. And then from my perspective is deconditioning comes in when you recognize to be observing, decondition from all the beliefs that you have. And from my perspective, it is in a kind of it can be a good practice um to to actually start judging everything in a good way, like judging the good things about your surroundings.
I
You
don't
know,
like it.
no? Okay then. That's good.
Judge in a good way? Nope, not on
Yeah.
my page.
Well, that's why I believe there is other words for it. But yeah, judge in a good way is a good thing, I believe as well, though. Yeah. To like not judging, it is different, man. We're coming here in an area where I lack the words. Uh well,
Well,
that's how I judge this moment though.
with judging, like, and with like making like hey, this is how it is. I feel like if we do it in more of a way of looking and just observing what's happening and not like
Hmm.
taking it in or pushing it out or making it into anything, just like
Yeah,
observing, like, oh, that's what's going on. Okay,
true.
interesting. Like, would I enjoy doing that? Like, no,
Hmm.
I no, I wouldn't. Okay, then yeah, they just do their thing and like, oh, well, that does look fun. Like, oh man, I want to put on some ice skates in the snow. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
that sounds fun. Like,
but from there, you're judging that ice skating is fun, and I want to do that. So that's what I
yeah,
mean
yeah.
by you should
Uh-huh.
judge the good things that you're observing and then judge it. Oh, that's good, that's fun, blah, blah, and be with that judgment. While,
But is it a judgment or is it a
well, that's
witnessing?
why I'm lacking the English words. I feel like there are so many other words to explain this.
Tell us how
But
you really feel, Gerardo.
right now, I judge this moment as confined, and I and I need to study more English.
I can't find the right words. Where's the Webster Dictionary?
Oh yeah, man. So no, yeah, it is. Well, I hope you guys get the point. Or I'm making 0 points, right? Whatever.
The point has been made, or has it been made?
I don't know. You'll be the judge.
Yeah, you judge. And if you don't like it and you want to judge us really hard, please refer to the banner.
Oh yeah, yeah, please do. Please do. Oh yeah, man. Thank you so much, brother, for this conversation.
hmm I love our conversations and how they just weave and go all over the place. It's got like some sort of
Mhm.
container, but like it goes outside the container. It's
Oh
like
yeah.
coloring outside the lines, and some people are like, "You can't color outside the lines," and we're like, "Dude, it's totally cool."
Yeah, it is. It is. And I find both of you guys' judgments perfect.
Oh, thank you. You too.
Do you feel like we need a recap here?
Yeah,
Or
yeah. Recap it. Can you
a
recap it
recap?
for us,
Oh wow,
or you want me to
that's a good
recap?
question. I am feeling into it. Hmm. Well, my recap would be like, yeah, if you are triggered or if you feel like something is not resonating with you, breathe, feel your body. Take a step back, let it all happen, dare to feel it, and, just question whatever you believe in that moment a little bit. hmm And then, yeah, come more and more into your body, become more and more your peace. Yeah. And let that be your biggest belief to be yourself.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so fun to be thyself. Just
Mm.
the more and more I learn about thyself, the more I get to be myself, and
Yeah.
uh, and it is challenging at times to be self with
hmm
other critics on the sidelines with all
hmm
their, talk.
hmm
And it also gives me a more defined sense of self to look at
hmm
self from that outsider seat of being like, you know what? Nah, this is who I am. I
hmm
enjoy it and I love it and I'm having a good time and I might just keep on doing it. I
Yeah.
don't care what the critics say. Best movie
Yeah.
ever. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Well, yeah, the critics are there to just figure out more who we are.
Yeah, it's the
And
best.
until we are ourselves, with or without critics, it doesn't matter
Uh-huh.
then. Yeah. hmm Do you feel like you want to
Yeah.
add something else or
Yeah, I would just like to add the piece that you shared about that older gentleman that was saying like
Mhm.
50 is the hardest time. A lot of people told me that like 40 was the hardest time. And,
Right?
now that I'm 40, like I feel better than I've ever felt in my entire
hmm
life. And I truly believe it's just how old we feel
Right.
and how we feel and how we're treating our bodies, how we're taking care of our bodies, how we're looking at life, what lens we're looking through that helps us to enjoy and have a great life. And a big part of why I am here and keep showing up is because I have fun with these conversations with you and
Yeah.
I
Same.
just really am having fun, and that's what I'm leaning towards, the lens that I'm working on, continuing to look through more and more of
Hmm.
it's enjoyable, it's nice. And like in trying to get this podcast going today,
Yeah.
my past self could have really gotten in a tizzy about the computer and all the tech stuff not working. Though I just was like, it just is doing its thing and it'll do its thing, and let's figure out another way. Like, we got this, and here we are, we're doing it, and it feels good, it feels great. So let's give this good feeling back to the people and enjoy the rest of our day.
I hope, brother. Yes. Thank you so much,
Mm-hmm.
everyone. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Hmm.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh my goodness, that was amazing. 0 Point Podcast.
Yeah, I hope we brought you back to 0 points, or maybe we made 0 points to you. But anyway, thanks for watching.
Either way, we had a great time. Hope you did too. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you next time. Have a great life. Ciao.
Bye-bye.